Good morning, fellow traders. Black Coffee Trader coming to you on a Tuesday morning. This is March the 3rd. And wow, what an overnight session. What a last couple of days. I was quite wrong yesterday. I did say it in the morning that, we did have a little bit of a double bottom and, this thing could shoot back up into the range. I didn't expect to see that kind of a rip yesterday. But what did we do on the NASDAQ? We went right back up to this major barrier, this low that we had from back here in February, like the 11th, and these highs that we had coming in after that. That has been the market flip that really, other than this little liquidity grab, has kept this market below there. But what a run up yesterday, created some very difficult price action. I had 4 losing trades yesterday. And so today, it's kind of the same analysis. We're looking at this low of day from yesterday, and it's a pop and fade look. That's the look that we have. That's the look that I have. It's 7:30 in the morning, and we're already retesting that. We've had a pretty big push up from these lows that we had after this overnight sell-off. And wow, what a sell-off. The sell-off in the overnight was bigger than the move up in the New York session yesterday. So crazy. So I don't know. I think for me, it's a cautious day. I'm going to have to be very cautious today. I think the clarity for me is the daily 200. We have that sitting right above the low of day from yesterday. And so on the NASDAQ, as long as we stay below that, I'll be looking for downside. If we flip above that, I think this is kind of a difficult area here. If we get up into this range, things really get nasty. I do not like this area. It is just a very, very tough area to trade. So I think I may want to just stay away. If we really go right back up into this yucky area, I may just have to stay away. Or if I do find a trade there, it's going to have to be the immediate trend, and it has to be a clear setup. So I do think I really need to be cautious around this level. It's just this area. This area has just been very, very problematic. And so I think the best long is if we get above this major quadruple top high. I don't think we'll see that at all today. And obviously the better lows are if we stay below these lows. Getting back up to this range is just a problem. Now, let's zoom out a little bit. If to the downside, if we lose this major 4-hour level here, and we lose these lows from, what is that, like the 17th, 18th of February, we lose these lows from back in October. If we lose that area, and we lose this major area down here around the 24,200s, 250s, now you have a lot of downside opportunities. So if we get continued downside there, let's zoom out a little bit, you can see this creates a big area that this market could drop into if we do get continued downside. So that's kind of the look that I've got, the kind of a very, very big picture look. That may not all happen today. But if we get further downside, that's what I'll be looking for. But in the immediate, we're testing this level. We're already testing this, and I'm just concerned. I'm really concerned that this market just shoots up into this range. Now, does it shoot up here to maybe the Friday lows and reject? And then we get further downside. Maybe we get a retest of the PDL. Like, let's say we get a continued move up, and we bounce off of maybe this Friday low, and we come back down below the 200 and we retest this area. That could make an excellent short trade. Excellent short trade. But we'll have to see. So I think it's caution today. That's the look that we have. ES, pretty similar picture. Let me just zoom out, and you can see kind of the bigger thing. The thing we have to be concerned about here, if we do get further downside, daily 200 is sitting down here. It's quite a ways away, but it is still there. But if we lose this major 4-hour level here, this low, if we lose that today, we do have some downside. If we lose this major area, there's further continued downside. So there's some downside opportunity on ES as well. Again, I'm kind of looking for that pop and fade, and we're already kind of getting it. We've tested this area. Does this just continue to move down at the open, or do we get a move up into this area and we get a pop and fade, or do we do another nasty move all the way back up here? It's anybody's guess. But again, up into this range, I really don't want any part of it. If I do, I've got to be very careful because I have really gotten hurt in this area. So same picture on the Dow Jones. Now, on the Dow, we are definitely bleeding lower than we are on NQ and ES. And so, matter of fact, at the moment, this should be a green level because this is, oops, let me fix that. A little bit of OCD. Need to have this perfect all the time. But if we do lose, a pop and fade here does look really good on the Dow Jones. A pop and fade into yesterday's low, also the daily 100 sitting there. We also could see a pop and fade up into the Friday low. I would like that as well. So there's a lot of pop and fade opportunities here. Obviously, the move yesterday on the Dow Jones was not nearly as big as it was on the NQ or ES. So we moved up into this area where we kind of had these lows coming in. So we're seeing a bit of a flip. Here we had price above, and we've trapped here, and now we tested that, and maybe that is a big picture further downside on the Dow Jones. That may also be a bit of that could also be a bit of an indication of what this general market trend is going to do. The Dow Jones seeing rejections here. We had some lows. Lows turn that into highs. Does that tell us that, hey, we are actually going to go for further downside for the near future here? So we'll see. We definitely have to get above that high from yesterday for me to get excited about longs. We are longing right into the daily 50, the daily 20, so that's a big concern. And then you obviously have this big area up above, but it would take a massive move on the NASDAQ again to get us up into this area on the Dow Jones. So I think today we're really looking for that pop and fade look, and we do have continued downside available. Some pretty big downside available if you zoom out here a little bit. If we lose this area, these lows coming in here, that could really set up a nice short. You have some reactions coming in here, and flipping that right there. And so that's around the 47, 600 area. Is that right? 47, yeah, about 700. So if you lose that, there's a big short into the daily 200. So there's a lot of downside opportunity on the Dow Jones if that's the way that this market's going to continue to trend. Looking at the Russell to kind of round out our analysis for the morning. Pretty similar. We did have the big move up. We are double bottoming here. In fact, we have a double bottom back here. So this is really kind of a quadruple bottom. We may bounce off of that. And again, maybe the small caps don't see the same move as what the rest of the market does for the immediate time frame here, but we'll see. Right now, definitely looking at that pop and fade off the Friday low. We have already reclaimed yesterday's low of day, so that's concerning for this double bottom bounce. And again, if this bounces up into the range, I'm just not that excited. We have to get above some of these highs on the Russell for me to really get excited about longs. If we get further downside, I think it's a pretty clear picture as well. This is probably one of the cleanest looks. If we lose this kind of quadruple bottom low, and the daily 100 sitting right here, if you break below that, you have a sweet short on the Russell, a very, very nice short on the Russell. And that is certainly a trade I would look for and take if we do get that. So if we get those pops and fades, if we get some kind of a slide on the NASDAQ ES, maybe this sets up where we get a further downside trade on the Russell. So anyway, that's the plan for today. Again, I am cautious. I am very, very cautious. This market has me a little bit, it's just been difficult. And yesterday having a red day, definitely want to bounce back today, being very careful and trying not to duplicate that again. Hopefully find a winning trade or two and put some green on the charts and finish the day on a positive note. So going to be careful, trying to just, be cautious today. So that's the game plan. Good luck today. Keep your head on straight, trade well, and we'll catch up with you on the next one. Take care, and so long.